Hello guys, it's Silfang45 and I recently decided to do a LC draft, and I've decided that I'm going to show off my draft and do an analysis and say what's good about it, what's not, and what I would improve in the future. So I was 6th pick, but due to some incident I ended up being 16th pick. So I start off with Diglett and Jupiter, because Diglett, it was realistically the only good tier 1 left after 16 picks, and Jupiter just happens to be really nice with Diglett. I have no issues with that. Jupiter just meant that I could have webs and I could make Diglett outspeed everything. I then went for Axu, because when the draft started I wanted to have a Minfu Jupiter Axu team. Just to abuse Axu and sticky webs and just dragon dance up. I obviously didn't get Minfu, but Axu and Jupiter works out. I figured I might as well get Timber because I don't have a fighting type, and Timber works really well in webs, as he suddenly outspeeds every mon that is not Scarf, which is really cool. There is some mons that he doesn't outspeed, like flying types, but and then I've Wimpod, that was just a tier D pick that I had to make to finish my draft. There's nothing really to say. I mean, it gives me some momentum, but that's realistically all it's there for. And for the weeks I don't bring Jupiter. I got Baltoy. At this point, I'm pretty weak to flying, and I'm pretty weak to grass. So I decided to continue that trend, I guess. But Baltoy is surprisingly good. It gives me a nice fighting swap in that can use knockoff to give it weakness policy, because what I'm planning on doing is bringing rock polish weakness policy a week. It also gives me rapid spin and stealth rocks, which is nice, and it has earth power, which means it can deal with, Pornard, but realistically it was only there for the rapid spin and stealth rock and the rock polish weakness policy option. There's a Alolan Rattata. I didn't have a Darkmon up to this point, and I got that for that point, like that entire reason. Plus, my team really doesn't care about fighting types, so I figured, what's the weakness, really? Under webs, it outspeeds a lot, and due to its natural strength, it can just start spamming double edge. Next one I got was Tentacool, who, he's just there for more hazard control. Realistically, my team wins by just spamming hazards and then using ones like Timber, Axu, and Diglett to win. Tentacool's really nice. I mean, I have a massive weakness to electric, but I have a lot of ground types to cover that. Then I had Shieldon, just more hazard control. Funnily enough, I didn't really have a reliable stealth rocker, seeing as most weeks that I bring Baltoids for weakness policy rock polish. But Shieldon is nice, and I'm pretty sure from memory it gets sturdy, so I'm gonna do double sturdy berry juice. And then Slugma was just the last pick of, my draft, and it's a fire type, so I figured why not. It says I have 50 points remaining, but I don't. I'm not sure why it says I have 50 points remaining. But yeah, I'm likely going to trade Slugma up later, unless this is actually accurate, in which case I can do whatever I want. The main issues I have with my draft is the electric and grass weakness, and next trade, I'm probably going to trade Shieldon for something that can take grass. I'll try and get Bronzer, or maybe swap Baltoy out for something that can take grass a bit better, or electric. Because I want something that can take electric, but I also don't want to be weak to water grass, like ground is. Another issue is my team doesn't have any mons with levitate besides Baltoy. And my speed tiers are kind of shit. Like, I just have really garbage, and then Wimpod and Diglett. Yeah. But because the main issue of my team was going to be mons that can wall Axu, which is Fairy and Steel, and mons that can wall Timber, which is Fairy, I kind of decided Diglett would help, as he can really get rid of steals. Like, Diglett's going to be the main player. That's the role I've kind of given him, is to deal with steals. And in my match I'm coming up against, I have to verse Pornard Webs, which is annoying. All I can really say is that my offensive core, quote-unquote core, is really strong, so I feel like most people are going to struggle to deal with it, but my defensive mons are just non-existent. I mean, I have Jupiter as like my most defensive mon. Baltoy can also be pretty defensive, but because of its amount of weaknesses, it struggles. Yeah. But, if I was to rate it, I'd just give it a 6 out of 10. I mean, it has issues, it has strengths, it has more strengths than it has weaknesses. But it's not special, it's kind of just meh. I mean, offensively, it's impossible to swap into, because, like, Diglett, okay. Flying types, oh wait, Rock Slide, okay. Levitate mons, like Baltoy, oh wait, Shadow Claw. It's like, there's very little that can swap in. Like, the entirety of swap-ins is Steel types with Levitate. And they're just not that reliable. And then the issue is all of the ones that can swap in a Diglett generally don't, like a Liquidation from a Jupiter, or an Outrage from an Axu, or a hit from any of my other mons. Like, so there is a way you can beat my team, but the issue is that my team is very good offensively. Compared to other teams, like the Murkrows, it's a lot more, here's your threats, here's the ones you don't need to worry about, which could be an issue. Yeah, with this, I can only try and hope Diglett can carry me. Yeah, that's the draft analysis. Bye.